Hello. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Crochet with Heidi and I am Heidi. I am recording this to you from Finland, northern part of Europe, city called Tampere. Welcome or welcome back. This is episode number 19 and today is February 2nd, Sunday. It's been about 3 weeks from the last episode. I was planning to record earlier, but life happens. But I am here today and I have lots and lots of projects to show you and talk about. So please have a cup of coffee or tea or your choice of drink and some knitting or crocheting with you so that you can spend the next hour with me. In the last episode, I showed you the last items that I finished last year. And in this episode, all the projects that I will show you are new ones to you, so you haven't seen these projects in this YouTube channel. Of course, if you follow me in Instagram, you know something about these projects, of course. But before that, I want to showcase you my makes from last year really quickly, because we are already in February and at this point, I don't know who likes to remember the last year, but just quick look of the makes that I made last year. I will put a picture on top of this video so that you can see all the 22 projects that I finished last year. And I was amazed that I accomplished so much. There's 2 pictures. There's a comment picture and all the other stuff that I created last year. And I just love each and every one of those projects. And can you imagine, there is 11 garments, there are cardigans, there are sweaters and there are tops. Amazing amount of garments, I think, per year for 1 year. And on the other picture, there is all the other things that I have made. There is a blanket and there is a pillowcase, some amigurumis, decorations and a project bag and a hoodie. Oh, I love these all. So, total of 22 projects, which is amazing amount of projects per year. But that was my last year. And of course, every project that you saw in that picture, you can find more information from my last year episodes. Okay, but shall we go to this year? I like statistics. So I will put a picture here of my January statistics. And these are the projects, or some of these are the projects that I am going through in this episode. When this year started, I had 2 WIPs transferred to this year, which is, I think, amazing amount, or it's a really good amount of WIPs so that I don't have 10 WIPs, moving on to the next year. So I had 2 WIPs, Stella shawl that I started in the summer and Boogie shawl that you haven't seen before, but I will tell you more about it later. And then I have started 4 projects during January. There's one secret project that I will tell in the near future. And I have made 2 flower projects. You can see them here. And I have started 1 knitted top this week. And Then I have a section for UFOs, unfinished objects. And I have continued 2 of my UFOs this in January. And I will tell you more about that later on. And all those projects that has this pink mark before the project are the projects that I have completed this month or in January. And yeah, if we take a peek to February statistics, there is only the WIPs that are transferred from January to February. So Stella Shawl is still ongoing project, a secret project is soon to be finished, and Vega Stop. And of course it's the 2nd day of February, so I haven't started any new projects yet. But these are the statistics that you will be seeing in the upcoming episodes, because I like to follow my progress and my project like this. I think I will start with the WIP that transferred from last year to this year, Boogie shawl. I don't think I have showed this to you, but I started this already in October. I was in this craft trip with some knitting friends of mine to city called Oulu, and I bought the yarn and the pattern from there. So it's kind of like a souvenir scarf from my craft trip. So the name is Boogie shawl, and it's made with mini merino skeins. Each skein is 20 grams and 8 meters. And it's made with garter stitch. And there is, in the beginning of the shawl, there is increases. And in the middle, there is no increases or decreases. And the end is, of course, done with decreases. And this has this lovely, I don't know, this is not an I-cord, but a really nice edging both sides. And it's knitted at the same time as all of the scarf. I have done this with 3.5 millimeter needles, and I think it turned out to be really nice spring shawl here in Finland. And let me show you the other. I think I will use it like this. Yes, because I like these colors to be in front of my face and not the gray ones. So I think this is really nice spring scarf. Yeah, but I consider this first finished object of year 2025. I'm really happy that this didn't take a year to get finished. So really happy about this one. And the other finished objects are all about crochet. And I think I will start with the flower pots that you see here. I will put some progress pictures on top of the video so that you can see how I created these. I have some pictures. But I want to tell you the story behind of these flowers. It was early December that I was again throwing away a houseplant that has died. This happens to me all the time. I buy a new houseplant or a flower, but I don't manage to keep it alive. And I always throw them away because they eventually are going to die or they are already dead flowers. And I got so frustrated. And out of the blue, I got the idea, well, why can't I crochet houseplant or flowers to our home that are not going to die? And I don't have to take care of them. Because I don't know, is the problem with me overwatering them or not watering them enough? But now I don't have to think about it. Because I have crochet flower pots. And in December, I Googled a lot, went to Pinterest and YouTube to get inspiration about crochet flowers. And oh my god, there is so much inspiration out there. But I chose these. I found a YouTube channel called Lily Rose. I will put down the tutorial for these down below. And I decided that I used that tutorial to make mine. And so I started to crochet. And the pictures that you saw is that I made several of these leaves and with different colors. This is like light pink, and my favorite of course is this fuchsia, dark pink, and different kind of leaf shades. And what else? I made this with 3.5mm hook, and the outer row there is this metallic wire, so that I can, these are, you can modify the shape of the leaf because there is this metallic wire inside of these leaves. And of course the stem is also made with the metallic wire. Why do I say it like fire wire? Yeah, English is so difficult sometimes. Yes, but I just love these. These came out perfect, even better than in my imagination. And I am planning to do more of flowers, but different kind of flowers, of course, because I want to have different colors, different shapes, and so on. What else? The yarn is 100% of acrylic. It's called Stylecraft Special DK that I have in my stash because I have made 2 blankets from that yarn years ago. And when I got the idea to make these flowers, I remembered that I have this acrylic yarn, that it could be a great fit for these projects. And the shades that I have are, I think, beautiful. And I don't know where to use acrylic yarn because I don't like to make clothes or scarves from acrylic yarn, so I thought that it could be perfect fit for these flower projects. And if you wonder what this is, it's this kind of gravel, this kind of it's not a sand but it's really dirty. So I just put these stems in that pot, and my husband poured in that, is it gravel or something like that, to the pot, and they stay here really nicely enough, I think. But it's not a final, you know, final, how do you say it? Final, it's not a final, that I can, if I want to, I can, you know, just take that flower off and put it somewhere else or do something else. So I think that was a nice solution for these spots. But yeah, these are in our living room behind the sofa, and I just love those. Really fun and nice project. The crocheting was the easiest part, but the assembling was a little bit tricky at points. How to assemble, how many leaves do I put per flower, and so on. But I think they turn out to be really nice. And I am planning to make more, like I said. But I will keep you informed when I start and what kind of flower I am making. But really fun project, and I think I don't buy any real live flowers anymore to our house because these are eternal ones. 10 to the UFO projects, unfinished object projects. Here in Finland, one YouTuber or podcaster started this challenge that she went through all her whips. There were like over 20 whips, and she got this idea to challenge everyone to gather their whips and decide how many of those whips should be finished until end of June. And well, I had 2 whips from last year, but then I went through my UFOs, and I had like 15 UFOs, projects that have been laying in my storage room or in my stash in various project bags. So there was 15 of those, and now I can't remember. I think I decided to frock 5 of those, and then I decided to continue with 5 of those, and then some projects had the permission to stay as UFO because I didn't want to frock them, or I didn't get inspired to continue them at this moment. But I have now 5 UFOs that I have decided, if I have inspiration, to make them finished, to get them finished end of June. And in this month, in January, I got so inspired about these UFOs that I have finished 2 of them already. And we will see them now. The first UFO that I finished is this crochet scarf. It's funny, you know, because I have started this scarf already 7 years ago. 7 years. It's a long time for a scarf to be laying in my storage, unfinished. I had done half of the scarf 7 years ago, but I don't know what happened, but I don't know. But now, when I went through my UFOs, I decided, oh my god, this is so beautiful, and the yarn is, oh my god, so beautiful that I want to finish it. And well, I might first talk about the yarn. The yarn is Premont by Verona. And listen to this. It has 50% of alpaca, 25% of silk, and 25% of linen. Oh my god, what a beautiful yarn it is. It's so soft, really nice feel to it, and the color is amazing. And I finished this in 3 nights. Can you imagine? It lays in my storage for 7 years, and then I finish it in 3 days. It's so bizarre, I think. It's made with 3.5mm hook, although I have this image in my head that I have started it with 4mm hook. And when I started to redo it, I used 4.4mm hook, but it started to grow, you know. First it's like this, and when I started again, it started to do this. So I thought that my gauge has changed during these 7 years. So I decided to take a smaller hook so that I could keep it straight, and it worked. But yeah, it's a simple V-stitch. There is a double crochet, a chain stitch, double crochet in the chain below, chain stitch, double crochet to the same chain. Really simple pattern, or there's no pattern, I just started to do it. But I think it's because the yarn is so beautiful and luxurious that it doesn't require anything special stitches, I think. But so happy, and I have been wearing, I think I finished this 2 weeks ago, and I have been wearing this every day since. It's lovely, it's nice, it's warm and beautiful, and the color is magnificent. I'm so happy that I got inspired about these UFOs, but maybe it's that someone puts out a challenge to go through your stars and UFOs and whips, and I made an Finnish episode about these UFOs, and when I went through those, making that episode, I got more and more inspired about those projects that I have been stashing away for too long. And this is not even the longest one. I have a project that I have started, when was it? Like 10 years ago or more. But you will hear about it later in the spring when I start to make it. Or when I take it as a whip. Yeah, but really happy about this challenge because it's getting me to do things that I have been, stashing away too long. And my other UFO project is this little pouch, Tapestry crochet pouch. Where is it? This is my original pouch that I have made 2016, so 9 years ago. And I have been using this every day with me. When I go out, you know, it's in my bag. There is, you know, all the things that a woman needs, you know, a mirror, lipstick, handkerchiefs, headache pills, you name it, you can find it from here. But yeah, I have been using this 9 years, and already in 2023, in the summer, I decided that I want to make a new one, and now it's finished. But as you can see, they are a little bit different. Well, the colors are different because I didn't have this gray one, this gray yarn anymore. I would have liked to make the pouch like this, but I didn't have the gray yarn, so I decided to make it more, you know, vibrant colors. And I have used a little bit different stitch here. The new pouch is made with so that the stitch is made to the back loop only, so that you get these, you know, lines. And in this pouch I made the stitches through both loops. Yes, but I finished this pouch last week. So I have started this in summer 2023, so it's not so old UFO. But I was like in halfway of the pouch. I don't know what is that with how that you stop doing projects when they are half done. But yeah, so I decided to continue this because I knew that there's not going to be so much crocheting to do, just few rows, few centimeters. And it took me perhaps 4 nights to finish it, and I have even attached the zipper to the pouch. But yeah, I'm not totally satisfied with the outcome because I liked the size of the original pouch. This is bigger, although I have the same amount of hearts. I have the same amount of starting chains, but it turned out to be bigger. And I think it's because of the way I made the stitches through only the back loop. And of course my gauge has changed even more looser than 9 years ago. I don't know why. Or then I had the wrong hook size. I have made this with 2mm hook, and I don't know, did I use 2mm or 1.5 to make this one. But this is a little bit too, you know, loose and stretchy and a little bit too big. But it is what it is. I will use it anyway. And well, there is more room to all sort of stuff in here. So yeah, I will use it, and perhaps I grow to like it more day after day. I don't know. But yeah, that's a problem. I think that's a problem when you restart or you pick up a UFO project and your gauge is different. Well, I think my gauge varies day-to-day basis. It depends if I'm too tired or I have too much stress, it will affect my gauge. So I don't know if that's the the most important part of making UFOs, that my gauge is off. But I think these two projects that I finished now, I'm so happy that I did, and I love this, and I like this. But yeah, but really happy about this UFO challenge that we have here in Finland, and lots and lots of people are participating this. It is in Instagram, of course, where else, and yeah, but I have still 3 projects to be finished before June ends, and when I take a UFO back to my hook or needle, I will let you know. So I don't use this time to tell you more about those, but I will tell you them when I restart to make those. I'm so happy that I finished 5 objects during January. Although I didn't crochet or knit every day or night or evening, but I'm so happy that I managed to finish so much. But perhaps it's because January is the longest month of the year that I have time to finish so many projects. But let's go to my freshly started project, which is a top, a summer top. I have been suffering sort of lost crochet or lost, how do you say it, inspiration to make a garment, but suddenly I got this urge to make a summer top in January. Middle of winter. But I have started a new top this week. It was Wednesday. This is going to be a Vegas top. I will put the picture here. So very simple, elegant, basic top. The designer is Susanne Müller, and you can find her from Instagram at Paula Strict. She has lovely, timeless, classic patterns, I think. And I chose this pattern because I noticed that someone has made this top with a yarn that I have in my stash. And I was like, whoa, yes, finally something that I can find from my stash. The yarn is Shepses Stone Washed yarn. I have bought this many years ago, like 9 balls of this to make a garment. But some of this yarn is already used in a mosaic crochet pillow that I showed you in some episode. The pillow was finished in December or in November. So if you want to know more about it, just scroll through my old episodes. But of course I have leftovers or full balls of this yarn, and as I noticed that someone has made this Vegas top out of this yarn, and I was like, yes, I might have enough yarn for this top. And right away I checked my stash. Yes, I have enough yarn. Then I bought the pattern. I made a little sample or gauge swatch. I didn't even block it. I just like made 12 rows so that I could count my stitch gauge, and it was quite okay. So I just started to make it on Wednesday evening, and now it looks like this. This is so exciting, but also terrifying at this point, because I don't know at all, is this going to be a fit or not? I am making a size S, and the needle size is 4mm. And it's stockinette stitch all the way. And of course, in this beginning of the top, you have to make purl, knit. And I was a little bit terrified, as I have told you, that my this knitted fabric with knit purl is so loose. Every other row is so loose. But when I have been making this, I have been amazed how perfect my how do you say it, käsiala hand how perfect my stitches are. They are so perfect. Hardly any loose, totally loose rows. Very happy, so happy. But yeah, a little bit terrified that is this going to fit me at all. So this is the back side, and now yesterday evening I made these front pieces, you know, and now I think I have to, you know, connect the front pieces together to make this neckline, and then I have to knit rows so that I can match them under my armpit, the pieces, and then it will be knitted in the round stockinette stitch. And there will be I-cords in the neckline, in the arm openings, and in the hem. But very interesting to see if this fit me. Well, my gaze was not perfect, but enough. So I'm just wondering how this will fit me. And of course, if I decide to continue when I have joined the pieces together and it fits, then I of course will knit it to the end. And with blocking, I think everything relaxes and everything gets more space with the blocking. So I will trust that process. But yeah, enjoyed very much of this project, and so happy that my stitches are looking like a professional knitter stitches. But yeah, I will keep you updated about this project. It's been fun, and I'm so happy that I'm sorry that I found the yarn from my stash, because the stash yarns are problematic. You find a nice pattern, and yes, oh yeah, I have some yarn in my stash, but then there's not enough the yarn or something else. So it was really nice surprise that I could use this stone washed yarn for this project. The yarn is 50 grams, 130 meters, 78% of cotton and 22% of acrylic. Well, I just said that I don't like to make clothes with acrylic yarn, but now I'm making because this yarn has some of it. Yeah, but I will keep you updated about this Vegas top. And a future project that I am about to start, I hope next week. I applied for a test crochet by Hooked Her Instagram is Hooked by Anna, I think. She has designed a top, a crochet top. And because I have this top inspiration at the moment, so I applied for the test crochet group and I was accepted. She is going to publish this pattern during springtime, and I think that's a great looking crochet top. It has an interesting construction. It will be crocheted from side to side in one piece, which is interesting and challenging. So I ordered the yarn on Friday, and I am expecting to have them early next week so that I can make a gauge swatch, which is going to be very interesting to match. But no pressure, no pressure. So I'm planning to make the gauge swatch as soon as the yarn arrives, and the test is going on until end of February, beginning of March. So because I have few projects on my needles, on my hook, I decided that I have time to test crochet, because test crochet is I think it's a major responsibility, and you have to have the time for it and the patience and right state of mind to test crochet. And so I decided, because I don't have lots of projects to work on with, so I decided that, well, I think I have now time to test crochet that top. And tops and t-shirts are on my want to make list for next summer, so I think this was like a perfect match. But I will keep you also informed about this project when I am able to start it, how is it going, and what are all the emotions that I have during this test crochet. Really excited, and the yarn that I ordered is, I think, so beautiful. I haven't used that yarn before, so it's going to be a new acquaintances to me, and the color is perfect. But I will tell you more about it in the next episode. Those were the projects that I have finished or started or working on at the moment. And about the future or this year. Well, I don't have any big plans for this year. I will go with the flow and with inspiration. But I have gotten few requests that I could showcase my blankets that I have made. And I am planning to make a special episode of the crochet blankets that I have made, or some of the blankets that I have made. So watch out for that episode. And if you have any ideas or requests that you want to see on this channel, please let me know. You can write a comment down below or send me a Ravelry message or Instagram message what you want to see in this channel, or any themes that you want. And I am thinking, what do you like about the length of these videos? Do you like 20-minute videos, 30-minute videos, or can the videos be 1 hour long? So what is your preference? Just to be curious. Yeah. Okay. I try to film in 2 weeks time, or maybe in 3 weeks time, but I hope that the gap between the videos is not going to be too long, because if it's too long, I forget all the things that I want to say, and Yeah, and all the videos can be very, very long if the gap is too big. And if the video is very long, then the edit part and the downloading and all that stuff takes also very much time from me. So I try to keep this gap a short one. But I don't know, because sometimes other life happens and messes up with my recording plans. Yeah, okay, that's all for now. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Please leave a comment, and you can also press thumbs up, and of course subscribe if you haven't already. Have a nice February wherever you are. I hope you have lots and lots of crafty time, and see you next time. Bye bye.